Well, I've just spent 5 minutes looking at my phone and thinking that I was recording, and then it went blank because I hadn't paired the selfie stick and started recording. Technical fail. Okay, anyway, vlog 5 of Lockdown 2.0. Weather's lovely, it's really nice here. I'm in the usual spot, in the usual woods, local woodlands. I'm just having my lunch. I've got to be a bit quick because I've got to get back for a meeting, aren't I lucky? 1 o'clock, I've got to go and I work in IT, by the way, so I've got to do a technical demonstration of something that I've developed and deployed. So, last night I watched a program called Surviving the Stone Age. One of the people in it is Matt Graham. The concept is they've got 8 people who are experts in survival, primitive technologies, etc., etc. And they're going to simulate the migration of the hunter-gatherers into Europe 10,000 plus years ago. So they've not gone in naked or with hardly anything on them. They've got like lots of tools and such things. One of the people that's in it is Teresa Camper, who I've met. She's Dr. Teresa Camper, should I say? Dr. Emmerich Teresa Camper, to be precise. So she's I met her at Bushcraft, Bushmoot, in 2018 and 2019. And in 2019, she was making some water skins for a TV program. Now, I'm guessing this program was probably filmed last 2019, so it could well be that it was for this program. She wasn't featured on the first episode, so I'm kind of half hoping that she's featured on the next one, and if she is and she pulls out a lot of water skins that have been made from bladders, I watch her make them. Anyway, it looks really good. Reserve my judgment from the first episode. It sort of was kind of, I don't know, it kept skipping a lot of things. They made some fish traps, didn't catch any fish. They seemed to struggle to catch fish for some reason. So I don't know if it was just a river that didn't have a lot of fish in it, or whether they were a bit inept, or whether it was just a case of they didn't really show what was going on. I think one of them made the comparison saying, well, he's been a bushcrafter and survivalist or whatever all his life for so many years, but compared to the people of the Stone Age, he was like a 7-year-old, and that, I think that's a fair comparison, because we choose to do things but we don't have to do things. That's the big difference. I mean, I often will say I find the word primitive used in an almost derogatory sense to be I'm just going to move to the light. I find it to be a bit of a misnomer, because if you think of primitive life and just the everyday things, like you wake up, you need food, you need to be prepared for that, you need to store it, you need to make shelter and maintain it. You can't just pop to B&Q and get some wood and whatnot. If you need something, you've got to grow it, make it, harvest it, acquire it in one way, shape or another. If you want meat, you're going to have to hunt for it yourself. You're going to have to hunt it, catch it, kill it, prep it, cook it. So yeah, but it's going to be interesting to watch the show and see how it goes. Another thing I wanted to mention was I thought what I'll do is mention bushcraft channels that I particularly watch. Some that may not be the typical mainstream. I mean, everybody watches TA Outdoors and Z Outdoors and Joe Robinette and Myself Reliance, well, which isn't really bushcraft these days, but everybody watches these same channels. But one of the channels that I found really, really interesting and very informative is a channel called Coal Cracker Bushcraft, which I'll link to in the comments. I'll also link to the Surviving the Stone Age program. What I like about it is the videos tend to be between 4 minutes and 15 minutes. They're not patronising like some people can be, naming no names. They're really informative, really good, interesting videos, and a lot of the time it's just something that he sort of thinks of on the spur of the moment from something he's doing, something they're doing when they're it's the Appalachian Bushcraft training company, whatever they're called anyway, Appalachian. So, but it's a really good channel. You should check it out. I'll put a link in the comments to it. It's definitely one to check out. So yeah, that's what's on my mind at the moment. It's just such a lovely day. I'm just going to have my sandwiches. I'm going to read a book for a little bit. Then I'm going to have a bit more of a walk. Then it's back to work. Joy. Okay, well, you have a good time, guys. Also wanted to mention that this vlogging is getting a little bit easier. It is motivating me. It is working. So it's definitely worth a go. You don't need pretty graphics. You don't need to be trying to produce a Hollywood movie. You're just getting your thoughts. And even if I'm the only person who ever watches these things, it's like having a diary. I can go back, look at what my state of mind was, look at how I was feeling. And when I'm not feeling so great, I can watch that and it will remind me that autumn leaves. It will remind me that, hey, you know, as bad as anything gets, it gets better. So take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.